How's it going, guys? It's the Brick Duo, and today we are taking a look at a recently announced LEGO set. This is the Lamborghini Sian FKP 37, and this is a special edition Lamborghini. If you guys don't know about it, I believe it costs like $4.3 million, or maybe it was like 3.7, I don't remember. They made a total of 67 of them. Basically, a car that's impossible to get, and LEGO said, that's the one we want to make. So today, they decided to make the Sian as the next big Technic Lego vehicle, and it looks awesome. I'm a huge fan of these Technic vehicles, and my favorite color is green, specifically this sort of Lamborghini green. So I'm a huge fan of the color. I don't really have any connection to the actual car because it's not even obtainable, and it's just I've always liked the Aventador or Huracan more as like a car that I think looks better than this, just like in the Lamborghini line. But I'm okay with them doing kind of this special project Lamborghini car because it still turned out really cool. And I think they have fixed some of the problems with some of the other cars that, I think adds a lot to this set. And it's not the same thing as the Porsche or the Bugatti. So I kind of want to go into a little bit what I mean by that. And if you take closer looks by the headlights, they did a good job of. There's even some black pieces in front by that front rear or front wheel well that kind of covers up so you don't see right into the gearbox and things like that, like some of the other ones did. And those white pieces in the front for the headlights, actually, that's how the actual car looks. And at first I thought that all that black right there was just an odd gap, but if you look at the actual car, that's how it looks. So I think they did a good job with that, and there's not any significant just random holes in it that make it look kind of ugly. They did a good job of covering those things up. And also, I'm a big fan of how they did the bottom of the car. Now, I have the Porsche, and I don't have the Bugatti though, and I'm not sure how the Bugatti does the gearbox. But the Porsche, they basically cover up the entire gearbox, so there's really no way to see it. Even from the bottom, you really can't see it. And in this one, you basically, what I've seen from some of the builds, instruction booklets I've looked at, you basically build a big rectangle gearbox completely separate, and you just kind of put it in the car, and it's completely visible from the bottom. And I think that's a really cool thing to be able to show people, is that, hey, this thing switches gears, and you can't really it just changes the rate of the motor spinning, and it's kind of hard for people to understand how all the hard work you put in building it. But this one's kind of cool because you can see it work from the bottom. B-Brooks, do you have any thoughts on kind of some of these upgrades I feel like they've had against the Bugatti and Porsche?
Yeah, I think Technic has struggled a lot with the paneling with a lot of these Technic sets, and I think they've gotten slightly better. Sometimes I think they pick cars with sort of weird curves that are just hard to make with Technic, but I think Lamborghini has more of a wedge-shaped design for a lot of their cars, and so I think that helps quite a bit, and I think you can see that in this car. I would say that I was hoping to see an Aventador SVJ or a Huracan, but honestly an Aventador, but I know that's towards the end of its lifeline, so probably doesn't make the most sense from a marketing standpoint. But I think that is probably the quintessential sort of Lamborghini wedge-shaped car. And I think they could have done the paneling super good on that one, but this one I think looks very good, and I think that's what they need to improve on. And I still think they need to improve on it more, maybe mold some more pieces or something like that. But overall, I think this is a great set. I mean, I think the value's there for sure, just how advanced this model is. And
yes, I just want to talk a little about the retail's 380 on this one, by the way, guys.
Yeah, I mean it's tough because it's like you don't get many figures, but at the same time, I mean I personally, you have the Porsche and just the whole instruction manual experience, the box experience, the custom wheels, just the sheer size of it. I mean, you get a lot with these sets that I would say is pretty unique for Lego. So
I think the tough pill to swallow for some people is that Technic sets, especially the
a lot of
larger
pins,
ones,
yeah,
tend to be really good deals.
yeah,
And they tend to go on sale, or they just in general tend to be a good price per piece and good deals because there's a lot of smaller pieces. But for all these Technic car builds, it just has that licensing on it, and they charge the top dollar they can pay.
yeah.
But like the boxing, the instructions are great, so it does feel like you're getting your money's worth, and you're having like a real, nice experience building it. And the other Technic sets don't really have that, so I feel like you're getting your money's worth. It's just a high price to pay, to do that. And B-Rex, you want to talk about the box a little bit different than some of the other ones we've seen.
Yeah, the front of the box looks quite different. It sort of just has a sort of plain Lamborghini logo. It's sort of made to look like the car a little bit, at least sort of the sides of the box and whatnot. I don't really understand it, like, completely, to be honest. Like, they're gonna have to display the box from technically the back, which has the normal sort of box art for Lego sets, but I don't know, just kind of an interesting design choice. I mean, this set's not for kids, so I don't know if it matters a whole lot, to be honest, but yeah, just sort of interesting. I think in general, the past year or so, they've been experimenting quite a lot with design for box art, or maybe I've just paid attention to it more. And I think something to realize is when you think about box art and an experience of going into a Lego store, there's a lot of people who just have no clue really what's out, what their options are, and the box art really matters a lot, both for kids and parents deciding what set to buy. So I think it's something they're taking a little bit more seriously recently, probably just from feedback from Lego stores. But that's just my guess.
Yeah, I think they're going to display it from the back of the box in the store still. But I was wondering if maybe it had to do something with maybe printing the box or something like that to get all the side prints and so people could see it. Could be something like that.
Yeah, could
But
be.
I'm not against it. And like you said, it's an adult set, so it looks all right. But yeah, I think we're both big fans of this set. I will probably be picking it up sometime down the line. I still need to get the Bugatti. I'm kind of just waiting for any sort of deal I can get on it. And yeah, this one I'm gonna want to pick up, but don't know when that'll happen. But thanks for watching, guys. Brick Duo signing out.